Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live at 5 on this Christmas Eve. Oh, fantastic. Never a dull moment in crypto, and this is something that I look forward to every single day. You best believe it. Yes, indeed. Even though it's on Christmas Eve and I'm excited for Christmas, I'm still just as excited every day to do this show. This show feels like Christmas has come early to me. So before we get into the goss that I want to cover today, let's go over these figures. This is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. And again, for any newbies who might be joining us, if you're wondering why I refer to these as Bitcoin, Bcrash and Corecoin, this is why. There we go. This pretty much explains it. Bitcoin has got its Genesis block at the beginning of the Bitcoin chain. Bitcoin has stayed the same. All it's done is have the ticker symbol change. BTC changed Bitcoin. They implemented SegWit. They segregated the signatures. They prevented the chain from scaling. They have centralized it and crashed its value, tumbling to zero. It is not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. BTC is not. They say it's a store of crap. Oh no, my mistake, gold. Whatever. But it's absolute crap. It's got no value in there whatsoever. It's political spin. It's absolute bollocks. And Bcrash has done the same. Roger Ver and his cronies took over the chain. They put in checkpoints. They upgraded the protocol every 6 months, meaning that it's not stable. They can't scale it because they haven't got the know-how to do it. And it's just an absolute piece of shit because it's centralized and worth nothing. So that's why we have Bitcoin, Corecoin, and Bcrash. There we go. So let's crack on. We have got a Bitcoin with 0.8% of the hash rate, Bcrash 1.2, Corecoin 98. Network nodes, same as they ever were since the 15th of November 2018, since Bitcoin got its protocol back with a new ticker symbol, BSV. We've got 2.3% of the nodes on Bitcoin, 10.1 on Bcrash, 87.6 on Corecoin. Transactions, what is going on? Bitcoin is usually smashing it. I can feel some transaction banking going on. So just 43% of the transactions on Bitcoin, 4.8% on Bcrash. What is that all about? Well, I mean, congratulations to them getting over 2%. They've smashed it. They're on 4.8%. That's great for them. And 52.3% on Corecoin. Block size, Bitcoin's got 40.3, Bcrash 4.9, and Corecoin 54.8. Right, so let's play spot the biggest block on Bcrash then. Hathor has actually mined a block that's got more than 0.25 kilobytes in it. So chomping at the heels there. So we'll have a look at Hathor on the way down, as well as trying to find a big block. I can see a 317 kilobyte block from Ampool. Let me see, Hathor. Oh yeah, Hathor mining these blocks. 76 and a 105. Another one, Hathor, like a 128. A 904. That's the biggest block so far, mined by Hathor. That's hilarious. Hathor looks like it's got a huge amount of hash rate on that network at the moment, because it's actually starting to take blocks with data in it. Oh dear. Let's see what else we got. BTC.com, that's Jihan. The Antpool has got 763. And look at this, Hathor. There are no transactions in the... There is no data in these blocks. It's just hilarious. An absolute piece of crap. So we got a 763 from Antpool, but I mean, we'll have to see what the hash rate looks like with Hathor being on there. So yeah, while we're doing that, let's take a quick look at Bcrash for lulz. I always like to see Smirk at Amory and his money coin. Here we go. This is Amory's money coin. But money with a central point of authority has got no value whatsoever. Timeline tourist in the house. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much for joining. This is Bcrash. That's the Bitchin chain. The Bitchin chain versus Amory's chain. Hathor on the Bitchin chain with 38%. And Antpool and BTC.com, so they're both sort of related to Bitmain, really. I don't know what via BTC. I mean, these all must be shit. I don't know what SBI Crypto is doing on there either. The Binance is still on the Bitchin chain for whatever reason. Hathor chomping away at these blocks on Amory's coin. Don't know what via BTC think they're doing on there, or Dutch mining or other mining pools. I don't even have a look at prices, to be honest with you. Let's just do that now, because I'm curious. So we go coingecko.com. And we'll type in BCHA, just because shitcoin traders love this shit. We'll see what's going on. So, oh no, how can that be in a green? Whereas $15 has come down from 20. We'll just downvote that for lulz. Oh, what is this? What is this? Seriously? 24 hours, like 7 days. Yeah, there we go. On its way down. 7 days minus 16%. But I mean, the thing is though, when coins like that are down 15 or 16%, you know, they literally have no value. You're literally relying on you know, FOMO to get the price back up. That's it. Or big traders just manipulating the price, just eventually taking coins out of other people's pockets and putting it in their own, which again just centralizes the system, which again devalues it, because it's only valuable with more people using it, coming in to actually use it as a medium of exchange. But shitcoin traders wouldn't understand that, because they got the brains the size of a pea. So yeah, there we go. $15 Amory coin. Alright, let's get cracked on with the rest of it. Let's look at these graphs now. I tell you what, we'll spot the biggest block on Bitcoin. Tau with a 7 megabyte block. Oh, and again, obviously, you know, no point looking at Corecoin, because they've actually got a 1 megabyte restriction on their network. Well done them. But here we go, yeah, 7 megabytes by Tau. In relatively small blocks, I think. Yeah, small blocks so far. So, I mean, 7 megabyte. I mean, we're sounding disappointing, but I mean, can you imagine? I mean, Bcrash would be over the moon if they could get anywhere near 7 megabytes. Yeah, Bitcoin setting the tone, providing high expectations. Bitcoin hash rate by network, yeah, as we've just seen, you know, a Corecoin, Bcrash, Bitcoin, but again, hash rate will come with price which follows value. So that's it. Bitcoin proof of work by network, again, Corecoin and Bcrash will just simply stop overnight, almost literally. Just like we've seen XRP crashing, that's what's going to happen to those two. You know, that's what's going to happen to all these shitcoins. So this is Bcrash versus Bitcoin hash rate. Bcrash versus Bitcoin, proof of work. It is 48,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Corecoin, because Corecoin is a piece of shit. It is 0.7% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin. Oh, okay. And daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Oh, I would love to say Bitcoin winning, as it normally does, but Corecoin's just pipped us this time. Transactions by network. Yeah, Corecoin just winning. Transactions per block. Corecoin just winning. Fees, USD, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees, Satoshi's Bitcoin smashing it, as you'd expect. Block reward ratio, again, that will come with time, which will follow price, which follows value. So literally just a matter of time. Bitcoin blockchain growth by network, again, just laughing at Bcrash for lols. And we have Bitcoin, and we have Corecoin, which Corecoin will just simply stop along with Bcrash one day. Global hash rate 7 days. F2 pool, BTC.com, and Huobi up there this time. Normally that's pooling, which is the big three, but F2 pool macking it hard all of a sudden, like really going for it. BTC.com turning up the heat. That's Jihan. Binance up there. Interesting to see what they're mining though, you know. And then Huobi. So 24 hours, Huobi turned it up. Yeah, looks like Jihan has turned it up. I mean, there's all these shitcoin enterprises. I mean, like, look at that. There's BTC.com, Ample, and Binance. You know, all in the top 5, and they're utter pieces of shit. I think F2 pool might also be a shitcoin enterprise. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? So I guess the 24-hour hash rate will look similar to that of Corecoin. Again, Huobi fancying it. F2 pool massively up there. And again, Binance, BTC.com, Ample. Yeah, disappointing seeing those shitcoiners up there, but never mind. Hathor on Bcrash, look, 42%. That's absolutely hilarious. Squeezing Ample and SBI Crypto on there, and Jihan's on there. What a waste of time. Oh no, Binance. Binance back on the Bitcoin chain. That's not what we want. Like Hathor booted them off for a while, but you know, maybe they've done their research. Maybe they're just like, actually, we really do need this, or else we're absolutely screwed. Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's Binance that are making the effort. It's not like Antpool is on there or anything like that. So you know, maybe Binance is coming around, but you know, mark my words, I think they are not going to exist for much longer. And if you've watched or followed my previous shows, you will see why. So yeah, but good to see Tal up there, 26%. Huobi turning it down though for some reason. Huobi fancying Corecoin. Yeah, maybe because number go up, I guess. But looking at the wrong number, pal. You need value. If there is no value behind that price in Corecoin, you're going to get caught with your trousers down. At some point, so I would get off there if that was me. Let's have a look at some of these other metrics now then. We'll have a look at this, which is the Bitcoin blocks live. So again, for any newbies just seeing this for the first time, this is the global ledger working in front of our very eyes. In the top right hand corner, we've currently got 1.9 transactions per second. I've seen this as high as 3,000. These vertical rectangular blocks that you're seeing here are transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network. Below that is a description of who it is that's generating those transactions. Then you've got the transaction ID, the input, the output, the text type, and usually the op return information. Those transactions are then put into the meme pool, where the miners then compete to process those transactions, build a block, and then store the block on the blockchain and win the coin base. And then you can see the blockchain here. These are the blocks. So earlier today there was a 27.8 megabyte block mined. That said it was mined by unknown. In the highlighted rectangle box below, you've got the hash number, the block height, who it was mined by, size, time and date, transaction count, and total fees. So in that block there were 3,000 transactions with a total the block fee of $10. So obviously the idea is that these miners add as much value to Bitcoin as they can. Value comes in the form of speed, cost, and scale. Increased speed, increased scale, and reduced cost. And as more and more people come in to use the network, the fees and the block increase due to the volume of transactions, and it's that block fees that will eventually surpass the block reward subsidy, because the block reward subsidy gets cut in half every 210,000 blocks. And just to show you an image there of what we mean, let's just quickly look at this towel picture. There we go. This is the telling one. So this here is when Bitcoin first started, 2009, and then we've got the first block reward halving. Boom, gets cut in half, and then and then that carries on, and then boom, we got a second block reward halving, and this is the third. So we're expecting, and it says crossover anticipated, Q1 2021. So the time is nigh, as they say, where they're expecting massive volumes of transactions. I mean, like, I would love to know where they have, where they got these estimated figures from. All I can say is that they wouldn't have put this graph out unless they had an idea as to where the transactions were coming from. So this is the block reward getting cut in half, and this is the BSV transaction subsidy. Look at that massive scaling all of a sudden. So somebody knows something. You've just got to be in it to win it when the time comes. That is it. And that's where all these shitcoiners are going to lose out big style. Big style. But yeah, there we go. So this is the chain working in front of our very eyes. Fascinates me every time I look at it. Let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Here we go. So BitInfo charts is, again, just gives you a few different metrics here. Look at the XRP. What a joke. What a joke. So, I mean, the price in XRP is just absolutely tanked, but it's still saying here that it's got 53.7% transactions on the network. I mean, it just looks really suspicious, really. Just when XRP has been, challenged by the SEC and charged with being an illegal security, suddenly they're putting all these transactions on chain, which are absolute bollocks, because XRP has got no fundamental value whatsoever. I suggest it's probably just wash trading. Yeah, they're just trying to make it look legit by increasing the figures, like absolute crap. But yeah, I mean, interesting looking at these. That was kind of interesting looking at that. But funny one at the top, we've got the rich list. Again, you can scroll down, see all the wallets with how much Bitcoin and shitcoin they've got in them. Again, they've got the genuine Bitcoin, which is BSV. There we go, which is quite cool. But we're going to look at BitInfo charts. These are the different metrics you can compare. And then across the top, you've got the different number of shitcoins. You can have a look at the metrics. We're going to go for transactions average per hour, because that represents utility. We'll take Dogecoin out, so it's a load of crap. We'll add Bcrash for lulz, and we'll certainly add Bitcoin, because that's the most important one. There we go, Bitcoin. And then we'll add that one. Come on, come on, come on. Can't be waiting for the new year. There we go. And then we'll go to log as well. So log just gives us a more detailed chart. We'll go for 3 years. There we go. Excellent. So this yellow one is Litecoin, and the green one is Bcrash, and the purple one is Bitcoin. I mean, look at that. If you're an investor, you're just like, whoa. Yeah, that's the one you'd be asking questions about. I mean, look, the others are just simply flatlining. This is the only one that's on the move. It's the only one that makes any sense. I mean, people are going, oh, what's happening on Bitcoin? I don't see anything. Well, there's no number go up. Mate, you were looking at the wrong number. Price is the last thing to move. Price is the end result of all the effort that has gone in beforehand, and you can see the effort here. This is it. So that's that out of the way. Let's have a look at the shitcoin market, because this is the one that, all the shitcoiners are going to love this. Here we go. So let's see what we've got. A bit of red and a bit of green. I think I can see maybe more. No, definitely more red. Yeah, definitely more red on there. Spread over the top 20. But let's just see what Bitcoin's up to. Price just makes my eyes bleed. I'm just really not interested in price whatsoever. Like I said, it's the last thing to move. It's the end result, and as an investor, I'm not interested in the end result. I want the results coming before that, which shows me it's a good investment. That is it. So that's Corecoin now. Let's let XRP. the coin of the moment because it's just an absolute piece of shit. There we go. Look at that. Down 58.9% this week. If you invested 7 days ago, you've lost nearly 60% of your investment. Well done for buying a shit coin. Let's just have a quick look at Bitcoin. See what's going on. And remember, Bitcoin is the only one that's got any real value. So that means as the price goes down, it means you just simply get better value for money when you buy it. Because the value of Bitcoin doesn't actually change. The value of Bitcoin is multiple millions. Multiple millions. And yours for the bargain price of $159. Honestly, like, these shitcoiners are going to go nuts when they realize what they've missed out on. Like, can you imagine? They're just like, oh, like, how did I not see this? You know, I mean, Bitcoin is literally going to rocket up to like $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. You know, and they've had all this time to be accumulating it when it was like $150. Can you imagine the questions like, how did we miss this? Because you're a shit for brain shitcoiner. That's why you missed it. Should have listened to my show. So talking about value, I just posted my updated coin crap earlier today. Is this the latest one? I think it is. Yeah, check it out. Here we go. So this is the only coin crap chart you will need. And let me just run through this and explain it all really. So we've got Bitcoin at the top, which uses proof of work. Proof of work dilutes the central point of authority over time as the network grows. This is why Satoshi Nakamoto had to step away from the project in order to solve the paradox of the centralized starting point, because it's the centralized starting point that discredits the currency. So therefore, what you can do if you can start it neutrally without anybody knowing who started it, and then just simply let that point dilute over time, you then end up with a neutral network, and that is what Satoshi Nakamoto did. So it's the only one with any fundamental value whatsoever. Next is Litecoin. Would you believe it? Litecoin is Bitcoin's closest competitor. Like, literally, the only thing that discredits Litecoin is the creator himself, which is Charlie Lee, because Charlie Lee has always said, I created Litecoin. It uses proof of work, it uses a distributed mining process, but again, because Charlie Lee created it, and he's always told people that he created it, he just exit scammed the shit out of it, because he knew it was an absolute piece of dog shit. But Litecoin is an absolute piece of dog shit, and yet it's ranked second in the shitcoin market chart. This is how bad all these other shitcoins are when you've got Litecoin literally at number 2 in the chart of credibility. It's just absolutely hilarious. So then below Litecoin, we have got Bcrash. Now the reason Bcrash is here is because it does have its starting point at the Genesis block. And it's still got the chain of signatures together, even though like they use Schnorr signatures and shit like that. But the fact is, they've centralized the project. One, by trying to make it anonymous by adding like cash fusion and stuff like that. So then there's no reasonable expectation in trade, which means it will never be used in trade, and therefore it's fundamentally worthless. But also going anonymous means that they've centralized it, which is what this Dart thing is here. That's like centralizing the dartboard. It's a fail, and the future is it's dead. And the coin stamp is a counterfeit, and the coin type is an utter shit coin. That's the best as I can explain it. Then you've got Corecoin. Again, Corecoin has got its starting point at the Genesis block. That's why it's still in the top 4. It does use proof of work, but they're using SegWit. Again, we know SegWit segregated the signatures on the network, which basically means it's centralized under Blockstream. So they've centralized it. They've refused to scale it. The emoji is a parfait and the future is it's dead. And the coin stamp is a counterfeit. It's a shit coin. That's it. And then we've got Cardano. So Cardano, although it uses proof of work, it actually pre-mined all the coins so that it could have an initial coin offering. It's totally centralized. It's utter bollocks. There's been no development on it whatsoever because Charles Hoskinson did what Charlie Lee did and just simply exit scammed it. But the reason that's at number 5 is because the proof of work is centralized. So it's just utterly worthless. But it's I mean, we're just looking at credibility here. You know, it could possibly be more distributed if it wanted to be, but it's an absolute piece of shit. And then we've got Monero. So Monero still uses proof of work, but again, they're trying to make it completely anonymous, even though we know it's not, which just means it's got no reasonable expectation in trade whatsoever. It's totally centralized, facepalm emoji, the coffin in the box as to its future, epic fail, and total shitcoin. Total shitcoin. And then Ethereum at number 7. Now, the reason Ethereum is at number 7 is because it's moving to proof of work. It's moved from proof of work, and the development has moved to proof of stake. And proof of stake is centralization. It is a complete and utter security, because it's centralized by the stakeholders. You know, again, just emoji is the face palm. Yeah, the future is it's utterly dead. Coin stamp, epic fail. Coin type, total shitcoin. And I think, you know, shitcoiners might be a bit shocked at this, but yeah, when you know your stuff and it's just so obvious, it's just nuts. And then we've got Tezos. So Tezos actually started out as proof of stake, but at least with this proof of stake, they were trying to maintain it as a capitalist system, and they were like, well, it's just those who stake the most, you know, control the most of the network. But again, there is no competition between the stakeholders. It's totally centralized. So the emoji is a face palm. The future is it's dead. It's an epic fail. It's a massive shitcoin. Now, the reason EOS is below Tezos is because EOS uses delegated proof of stake. Now, that means that instead of just simply saying, right, whoever stakes the most, you know, gets the most stake, like, we are just simply going to delegate it to you by the central authority. It is pre-mined, and then you're given these bits of staking of the network. It's totally centralized. Again, facepalm emoji. In the end, it's dead. It's an epic fail. It's a shitcoin. So then after that, we've got this, you know, the ERC20 tokens. Now, the ERC20 tokens are just simply created on top of these some of these proof of stake networks. So again, which is why they're below it. The only reason they're actually like above a pre-mine is because at least they don't burn to balance the ledger. So even though they're absolutely, totally, utterly worthless, they're not as worthless as pre-mined. So when you're literally a pre-mined blockchain like XRP and Stellar and Tron, they actually burn the tokens on the network in order to balance the ledger to recognize transactions on it. So the actual supply diminishes. They're absolute pieces of crap. And that's how I've justified it. So Ramona Ang, the wife of controversial cryptocurrency industry figure Craig Wright, Satoshi Nakamoto Craig Wright, has won a lawsuit in the UK High Court over losses she incurred when the UFX exchange platform closed her account without returning her funds. So I want to read through this entire article because obviously I haven't read it yet, and I want to read it. So I'm going to do that now. Check it out. So this is via Steve Shadders, a belated Christmas present from Bitcoin SV team. So that'll do for today, folks. Christmas tomorrow. Enjoy that turkey and Christmas dinner. You know, don't overindulge too much, but you know, get chatting and just think about all the great stuff that could potentially happen next year. You know, so enjoy Christmas, celebrate it. You know, and then celebrate New Year. And yeah, 2021 is going to be massively exciting, massively exciting. So until tomorrow. Tomorrow is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, but until then, take oh my god, I'm getting too excited, I've forgotten my words. What does that normally say? As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, joy given. Same time tomorrow. Catch you later. Merry Christmas. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.